Happy Friday, Pecan Lario here, and in this video I want to talk to you about property maintenance. So let's get to it. Hey there. So some of these topics on these videos are going to be specific for either owners or for tenants. And in those videos, we'll send them out appropriately. But sometimes the topics are going to be important for both owners and tenants, and we want to provide the same information to both. So this is one of those videos that both owners and tenants are getting at the same time. Before we begin, I would like to say that all the properties that we manage are owned by individual owners, and they make all the decisions on the property to include the maintenance. Even though we have a management agreement with the owners, there is a misconception that we can do anything or approve any maintenance on the property. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. Unlike an apartment complex that has full control of the units that they rent out, we as a management company for single family homes have to go and coordinate the maintenance for the owner and advise the owner, but we do not have final approval on any of the maintenance items. As a management company, we hold a monetary reserve amount for maintenance on the property. Now, this is used so when the vendor goes out, if the maintenance item can be fixed under that monetary amount, they can go ahead and do it. But anything that exceeds that monetary amount needs to get approval from the owner. Now, we understand that this can be very frustrating for tenants because you've scheduled a time with the vendor to come out and fix those items. But please understand that we have to, by our management agreement, we have to get the approval of the owner for anything that exceeds that monetary amount. And we try to get a hold of that owner as quickly as possible so that we can get that approval. Now, it's totally dependent on what the maintenance item is. Maintenance can be classified into three different areas. It could be emergent, it could be general, or it could be cosmetic. We do follow the Texas Property Code timeline on maintenance. Now, the Texas Property Code states that non-emergency maintenance needs to be addressed within 7 days. Now, addressed is a very broad term. Address can simply mean us sending it out to the vendor, or the tenant scheduling with the vendor, or even the vendor going out and looking at the item. Understandably, completing work orders in that time frame is usually a challenge. Either the tenant can't schedule with the vendor, or the vendor cannot schedule with the tenant. Either parts need to be ordered, or the maintenance just exceeds that monetary reserve that we have on the owner, and that owner needs to approve the maintenance item. All this can delay that time. Now, it's very frustrating for us when we have to keep following up on maintenance constantly. So we try to reduce that time frame as much as possible. One of the most frustrating things for a tenant is to submit a work order that doesn't get addressed or approved by the owner. Per the Texas Property Code, the owner is not required to fix anything that does not affect the health and safety of a tenant and or can cause further damage to a property. Now, as a property management company, we do coordinate all the maintenance for the owners, and we advise them on the items that need to be addressed. In many cases, we will advise the owner to address these non-required items just to maintain the property and keep the tenants happy, because a happy tenant is actually going to maintain the property a lot better. With that being said, it is very important that owners and tenants read paragraphs 17 and 18 of the lease agreement. Those paragraphs cover the tenant responsibilities for maintaining the property and the responsibilities of the owners for repairs. Many times, tenants do not read these paragraphs until they actually receive a charge on their ledger for maintenance items that is their responsibility. So this video is just a general overview of maintenance. I will be making more videos with specific topics or scenarios on maintenance items, hopefully for tenants and owners to understand more about the maintenance realm of property management. Thanks for watching the video. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please contact your property manager. If you can't get a hold of them, send them an email and they will get back to you as quickly as possible. Have a great weekend. Take care now.